Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Today is probably the last episode before we go fight Sin. So, what that means is I'm going... I wonder if you have the same trades. Do you? Oh. Oh my. I'm glad I saw this. Do you have anything empty? No. I could sell a bunch of things. Interesting. Might go back to some other merchants to see what they have. But in today's episode, I'm going to try to go... Why are you blocking me?
Of trials lies...
Oh. I'm gonna try to go to all the temples to go into the rooms of the faith and see what they have to give to me. So, you guys will see me in just a second after I do this. Okay, we made it. So we are gonna go ahead and go in. I can't remember if Ixion is a guy or a girl. Ixion is a guy. Unfortunate that you're named Gracie, but... Gracie was a girl.
For a long time, we had forgotten how to go forward. You reminded us we must go forward. Yes, we must run. Let us go. You who share our dreaming. Come, and we will run till the dream's end.
Ooh, got a luck sphere. Got a magic defense sphere. And an agility sphere. So glad I started going into these. Now we are going to go into the Lake Makalania Temple. I believe this one is guarded by Dark Shiva. So we're gonna see. If not, we'll go back to Bavel, and we need to go back to Bavel anyways. So, you guys will see me in just a second. Oh, there's the frickin' summoner.
Fool! You come back to Makalania Temple a traitor! Traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Wait, is that the one from Besaid? Would you see the other Aeons here? That'd be kind of cool. Okay, first time's the charm. Okay, we're off to a good start because he did an auto. 5, 2, 4, 2, 8, 8. Ugh. Okay, we'll be back. Come on, please.
Fool! You come back to Makalania Temple a traitor! Traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Don't look at me like that. Where's the number? Nice! Bye-bye! Loser. Thank you, Yuna. And we get a dark matter. Is this... I guess this is part of it. But, I mean, you could go away. Like, you don't have to do this. You know. You don't have to do this. You know that, right? Okay, how many of you guys do I have to fight? There's like 5 of you. I mean, like, okay. I can do that. It's not gonna be very hard, I don't think. So, this is a great time to say that if you're enjoying the content, if you're getting to this point, this is, like I said, probably the episode right before we fight Sin. Real quick, drop a like, drop a comment, tell me how much you're enjoying the series if you are. I do have a couple of options for other games that I'm interested in playing. I am interested in Final Fantasy X2. Would love to partake in that. I also would like to play through the Persona games. I would also like to play Metaphor ReFantazio. Xenoblade Chronicles is on my list. I think to keep with the tempo, X2 would probably be the safest bet. Can I get in here at some point? But I do love the Persona games. The Persona games make me cry. So that's also a good pick. Persona 3 is not a god. It is just awful going through Tartarus. It is just grueling going through what you have to go through for the story. Persona 5 would be a lot easier on me, but either way. But if anybody here has... There's a lot of you. Am I supposed to fight all of you? If anybody has a preference, if anybody has a comment or a recommendation, definitely leave it down below. I think I'm gonna skip through the rest of these fights, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do the same thing over and over and over. So I'll be right back. So... what's up? Yeah, I would love to save. It turns out that those guys are actually infinite, and I was standing there for way too long. So, I'm hungry. The Guado have left the temple, restoring peace to this holy place. It's a relief that those troubling folk are gone. Aren't you literally the guy that tried to attack me in Besaid? A new high priest has not yet been appointed. We await further instructions from Saint Bavel. Well, Bavel's in shambles. Okay. Unless you don't make me do this one. No, you'll make me do it to get out, huh? Well, I think we can do what I came here to do first. Oh, it's down here. I like this rendition of the hymn, too.
Should the dreaming end, you too will disappear, fade into Spira's sea, Spira's sky. But do not weep, nor rise in anger. Even we were once human. That is why we must dream. Let us summon a sea in a new dream world. A new sea for you to swim.
Obtain the magic sphere. Obtained an accuracy sphere. And another magic defense sphere. Okay. Well, then we are gonna go to... Is it... It's the Bavel Temple after this one. Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So, all of y'all are probably like, wait, Jan, you skipped a temple. I totally forgot. Right now, I'm gonna clip in me going into the second temple. I don't know. It's a free. It's the second one. You guys will see it. It'll be great. I'll see you guys when we go to the Beacon one, or not the Beacon. Shut up. Bevel. Bye. Okay, everybody. I am just popping in. I'll do it. I don't know. I don't know where the Dark Ixian fight is. Or not Dark Ixian, Dark... I know it's Elmer. I can't remember its name. Its canon name. I need to make sure Yuna is not in my first party. We're gonna do the same tactic that we did for the first Dark fight. It might actually be right up here, but I think it just auto-saved. But just in case. Okay. Where is it? I feel like I'm way too close to the temple. Maybe I'll cut all this. Hold on. Okay, everybody. I'm just popping in. I don't know where the Dark Aeon fight is. Oh, what? Okay. I don't know where the Dark Aeon fight is. I thought it would have been outside the temple. What would Lord Ohala think if you were here? I don't really know. Well, shoot. Well, if there's not gonna be a fight, then let's just go and talk to the Faith. Okay, everybody, I wanted to run into the Dark Ifrit fight, but it's not here. I actually might go run to it right after this. But we're gonna walk into the Chamber of the Faith.
Sin swam in the sea near Xanarkand. Perhaps the waking dream eased its suffering. Your father touched Sin and became real that night, foundering in the seas of Spira. How sad now that he's caught in the tragic spiral. He is Sin. He is lost.
And we got a luck sphere for that. An accuracy sphere. A defense sphere. An agility sphere. Wowza. That's a lot of spheres. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for this little clip. Oh. I don't have enough money for this. I wasn't expecting you. I think I have enough for, yeah, I can do this. Will this work on the first try? Probably not. Would that be crazy? Abso-freaking-lutely. I don't even know if I want to do this. I don't know if there's a huge reason to. I wonder if there's anything here. Or if there's anything actually here. Or did I just do that? Just casually. I know, it's not super cool because... Oh wait, Jan, there's a chest right here. Oh. Wow. What a hard crest to get. Interesting. Well, if I wanted to get the sigil for that, I know how to, but I definitely do not want to. And yeah, we are actually, I don't even think I need to make a cut for this. I am just going to save real quick, and then we are going to hop on over back to Bavel. And you guys are like, but wait, we've already gone to Bavel. We've already gone to the High Bridge. But just you wait, because here we have the two younger brothers of the summoner that we met earlier in the game.
No one may enter.
Huh?
The male summoner.
Everyone's in mourning since Maester Micah died. And it's been mourning for days now.
Passe. At least that's what they say. The temple's falling apart with all 4 maesters gone. They're afraid of riots, so they're turning everyone away. With our brother in the middle.
What's up with Isaru?
They came crying to him to stay in Bavel, to protect the temple and all that. And you know our brother. It's not in him to refuse.
Oh, I guess our pilgrimage is done then, huh?
Of course not. Jeez. Long story short, you'll only find trouble in Bavel. I'd stay out for your own safety.
Yeah, but what about Owaka? Not that I really have the money.
That whole bit about Yuna being a traitor's just some Al-Bhed rumor I hear. I just can't believe it. I mean, the Al-Bhed helped us out.
Isaru sends his regards to Lady Yuna. And he says he's sorry too.
Why does Passe sound like... That's my purse! I don't know you! Someone will laugh. Can I really not go in? I thought I could have gone in. I thought I could have...
Wait all you want.
Okay, well, shoot. I thought there was gonna be something else here. Gosh, this episode's just not gonna have... There's just not a lot of substance. Because I don't think there's anything else to do. And I just cut myself super short. That's crazy. Well... Yeah. Shoot. I guess that might just end up being all of today's episode. That's kind of sad. I'm thinking, was there anything else I wanted to do? I don't have enough money to fight any of the other Dark Aeons. And I went into all the temples. Unless I can go back into the Baj Temple, but besides that, we've pretty much cleared everything that I had the intention of doing, which is honestly so crazy to me. So I guess this is going to be the second to last time that I say goodbye to you guys on Final Fantasy X. I'm really sorry that this episode wasn't a crazy amount of length. Honestly, depending on how much there is here, there's a chance that I just make the last episode super long and we go into Sin right after this. So if this is still the beginning of the episode, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the episode. If this is the end of the episode, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and I will see you guys for the final episode. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. This is Jan hopping on for a little tidbit that I've been thinking about doing, and you guys can see me just grind while I talk about this so I can try to not cry while I get through it. But I would like to talk about all of the names and the animals that my Aeons are attached to. So a lot of them have passed away, and what this was me kind of giving like a like a big permanent ode to them, I guess. But since this episode was so short, I might as well just give like an actual addendum and show off pictures. So we're gonna do that while I farm up. But real quick, we will just take 1 second. I don't actually think you guys can hear anything. I think I have the sound too far down, so that kind of sucks. Hold on. Okay. So first, we are going to talk about Yappy, and I will post some pictures up. Where am I? Here, that way? That way? I got there. Yappy Yappy is actually the second still alive animal name that I used. She is my grandma's cat, and she has been around. I think she's 16 or 17. She has been around a very, very... Oh, my alarm's going off, sorry. She's been around a very long time. And the reason specifically she is anima is because Yappy is very akin to a Venus flytrap in real life. She will rub out... She's this fat... I mean, you can see she's fat. She's a short hair orange cat. She has these cute little eyes. But then she, like, rubs up on you and loves up on you. And you try to touch her because that's what you think she's going for. And that's just incorrect. You thought wrong. Or sometimes she'll reach her face up to sniff you and you'll, like, put your finger out. No, wrong. Bitten. Scars. Wrong. Wrong answer. Nice try. So that is why Yappy is anima. After anima, we have Squeaky. Now, Squeaky was my mom's cat. He was a cat that she picked up while she was working at a automotive repossession office. So he was like a car yard cat. And so you can see him in his box there with... That's not Dr. Shithead. That's Dr. Shafid. Because my mom thought that would be clever. And so he went from Dr. Shafid to Squeaky when she eventually brought him home. And he has a sister who is also not with us, and her name is Lemon, but she didn't get an Aeon because there wasn't really like a brown Aeon, and she was a brown cat, which is quite rare to have. Who do we have? I think I might have done... Oh yeah, it is Squeaky and Yappy backwards. But we have Buddy next. Now, Buddy is this fat... Please don't kill me. Real quick, before I keep going, this boss right here, or this enemy, this random enemy right here, killed my entire team randomly in the middle of me grinding for 2 hours. Like, you can only sit here and watch. I know what I need to do. It's my fault. But it's actually egregious. I think it's gonna do it again. I think it's actually gonna do it again. Oh my god. Like, there was nothing I could do there. That is awful. That is awful. Ugh, and I lose 5 levels for that. You're sick and twisted. Like, what? I customized armor a little bit. Let's see what let me show up what we're working with right now. We have poison proof specifically. And hold on. You need to get I'll go back to talking in just a second. I need to get back into it. I just spent like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes touching armor. I lost my groove. Okay. Buddy is this fat, sorta lap dog, but he's too big to actually be a lap dog. As you can see, he probably weighed as much as me. And he would try to get up on your lap at any given opportunity, even once he started aging. And at one point, he lost his eye to some sort of infection. And so he got the nickname Buddy One Eye. And he was just our little pirate. And he, even with one eye, even in his old age, he was still so smart and so routine based. And he was my stepfamily's dog, and when we moved up there, and like the property we lived on was huge, it had a lot of space in it. So hold on, I need to do that. He would, every time he'd go out, he would insist on walking the entire perimeter of the property, and it was huge. It was a lot. You suck, by the way. Like, you are just awful to go against, and I think I'm just gonna start running away from you. Because you are not fun to fight without ribbon. Yeah, that was Buddy. He was a sweetie. He passed away, funnily enough, after his son passed away. I say funnily enough, it was kind of humorous to us at the time. Sorry, my brain's thinking. I need to see who's after, and I need to full heal Yuna. Go. Okay. Auron, who's after? Oh, Lilith. Lilith is the second still alive animal on our list. Now, Lilith is my childhood cat. My second childhood cat. We're getting to the first one. We're getting to the important one. Not that Lilith isn't the important one, but she knows. She knows that she knows Hana's place. Lilith is, she's incredible. She's incredibly smart. She's incredibly sassy. She's always had this attitude about her, and she is a street cat. We picked her, I just came home one day and she was in the house. I guess my mom had been feeding her for like a week, and then one day she just walked into the house, and that was that. And she was immediately good friends with Hana, my first childhood cat. So there was no reason for us not to keep her. She was already a little bit older, probably 2 or 3 when we picked her up off the street. And I would say now she's probably hitting 16 or 17. And she's a long cat. She is so long, and she's so smart. I love her so much. After, who do we have after? Oh, Gracie. Gracie is the same grandma who had Yappy. Gracie's Yappy's sister. Basically, they were gotten at the same time. And Gracie's probably the smartest animal I've ever met. She played fetch. She played fetch with milk rings. If we lost something, there. Oh, my closet's been open this entire time. That's so embarrassing. Hold on. It's totally not a mess in there. I hope you guys weren't looking. She'd play fetch. She would take us to a couple things that we lost a handful of times. She was just smart. And she's so pretty. She had this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous long gray hair. We only have barely any pictures of her left because she passed away before COVID. And my grandma's not very good with technology, so she accidentally deleted a lot of the pictures. But Gracie was incredible. Second to last, we have Elmer. And the story behind Elmer is he is a street cat, but he's a street cat that me and my dad not really picked up because he never came in the house, which was his undoing, unfortunately. But it was his fault. He didn't want to come in the house. So I recently moved in with my dad. We're at about 2.5 years. And when we first moved in, I had moved in around November. And Elmer was just frequenting the area. I think it's because I was learning how to cook, and there's like an air vent that goes directly like right outside the house. So Elmer probably smelled it. That is our theory. But he was this gorgeous Maine Coon cat. This super, super thick coat on him. But I remember I pulled a tick. I pulled a tick off the sucker. I probably didn't do a very good job of it. But it was a huge, huge tick. Just remembering it gives me goosebumps. But he did so good, and he was such a realistic cat. Like, he had such human emotions. He would tell you when he was done. He was very, like, I guess you could say he was dramatic in a sense, but it made you just be able to tell what he wanted. I can't remember if I autosaved, but I'm gonna do it again. And then our final one, and I'm probably gonna start crying a little bit, so if you don't want to watch that, I'm just giving you a warning. The final one is my baby honey, Hana. And Hana, like I said, is my first childhood cat, but she is a lot of my reason why. Like, if I didn't have my boyfriend, the only reason I would keep going is because of Hana. She was my cat. She was there through literally everything. Something very specific about her is that she was so fat that she would push open my childhood bedroom door because it didn't latch. So she would be able to open it from both sides because she was so fat. I even had like a doorstop in front of the door and she was still able to push it in. But she is like, I if there's ever a companion in a game, that's Hana to me. She, like, I still cry about her at least once a month. I'll just think, wow, I really miss Hana. And it's been 2 years since she passed away. It was made pretty awful though. Or maybe more memorable. Because I was with a guy and she had passed away. And this guy was not amazing. I'm not going to go into detail on the internet because, you know, gross. But definitely a relationship that was hard for me to get out from. Hana passed away, and I had just recently asked to not to go on a break. That was literally it. I just wanted a break. I was mentally overloaded. And Hana passed away, and the guy said that it was karma for me asking to go on a break. And I don't know if it was like Hana's final thing or whatever. But I blocked the guy. Didn't say anything. I don't know. He might even still watch my YouTube videos. I don't know if that's something he does in his free time. But I have never been more grateful of a single act of anything. And I think about it all the time. Hana really did protect me through everything. And even as she was passing away, her final idea in my head was to protect me. And now I am arguably the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I love living at my dad's house. I love my boyfriend. And I love making YouTube videos. And it's all pretty cool. And I'm all really, really happy I get to do it. And I'm really glad I didn't end up crying. If you ended up watching all of this video, this will be the last, before the last. I really appreciate any support that I got on this entire series. I am probably gonna do X2 next. Probably. I think it would make the most sense to my brain to just keep on tempo. And I do like the characters that I see in there. I just know that it is a game that is set up completely differently from this. So, but we'll get there. Next episode is going to be the Sin fight. And I hope that everyone is as excited as I am. I'm probably going to end up crying in the next episode, most definitely. Because I'm sure we'll see Jekt, and Jekt and Titus is going to make me cry no matter what. So, I will see you guys then. Bye.